Good afternoon, YouTube family. Thank you for joining me here on Heal, spelled H-E-O-L, where I discuss world issues, love, ministry, and how you can apply the Word of God to your life. Before I jump into my message, I want to talk to those who are subscribed to me. I want to thank you for holding on and watching my videos. Maybe you looked at them for a few minutes. Maybe you came back a month or so. Whatever the case may be, thank you because you keep me up. But YouTube sent me a newsletter stating that the only way I can go live is to have 50 subscribers. Now, I know I don't call y'all followers. I call you all family. So my YouTube family, the 28 that are subscribed to me, reach out to your family members, your friends, and your coworkers, and have them hit that subscribe button and look into my channel. If they don't like it, they don't have to subscribe. But I need 50 before the year is out so I can go live and bring you other things more than just me sitting behind this camera in a chair and in the same spot. If you want something different from me, do something different. I'm calling out on you to advance my subscribers so I can bring more to you and give me your ideas. What do you want to see? Now, understand, I'm not a grimy graphic person. I ain't into no gossip. I ain't into no killing, no murdering. So you ain't going to see none of this on my platform. But you're going to see something healthy and wholesome. So let me know what it is you would like to see before the end of the year so I can go live. But again, I need 50 subscribers. So with that being said, let me jump into my message. I was reading the book of Ruth and something stood out to me. Even though I'm older, you think I would know that? But it's like you keep learning. So this is for the newer and younger generation, because they know everything. They smart, they wise, and they sound like us back in the day. And they going to get a realization that it's not what they think it is in today's world. And what I want to talk to you about is holding your ground for being in a relationship. Is how you let a man present himself to you. Today's vernacular is like, girl, you better get his number before he leave. Go holler at him. Don't let him get by. Sometimes that's good. Let him get away because something better may be coming along. There's nothing wrong with traditions. There's nothing wrong with the old way of a man greeting a woman. And for me saying that, I hadn't had such good luck with men, and I'm not bad about it. I'm kind of glad I'm at this state right now because again, I'm still learning, and I'm not going to open up myself right now because I don't want to keep giving myself to people I get in contact with. Well, I should say to men I get in a relationship with. I don't want everybody walking around here. Well, let me say, I don't want every man walking around here with me in them spiritually. So I'm keeping to myself right now, and I'm staying grounded so I can move forward with me and with God and whatever he has for me to do. So in chapter 3, it tells us the story of Naomi moving. Well, it breaks down them going into Bethlehem, Judah. The book is based on a lineage and the blessing of David, who's going to ascension in Jesus Christ. This is all taking place through these people, Boaz and Ruth. So Naomi, which is the mother-in-law to Ruth, came from Moab, poor. They was in a poverty-driven state. Her husband died, her children died. So she was left with two daughters, Orpah and Ruth. Orpah went back to her land, and Ruth decided to stay with Naomi. So Naomi went back to Bethlehem, Judah, in short, and, I'm assuming they found a place to be stabled because they didn't have anything when they were in Moab. Because in the Old Testament, women relied on their husband for everything. Okay, so she had no money, no place to live, no nothing. It was all in him who had passed away. But what I learned from here is how Ruth went about just being a woman. She wasn't out trying to get a man. You hear pastors, let me say women pastors, you hear women pastors always saying, she worked to get a man. No, she did not. She worked to take care of her and her mama. You understand? God established a man for her because he wasn't on her mind. But she worked to take care of them because they came from a poverty-driven state. And you always hear these pastors talking about, so you better go get your Boaz. You can't get Boaz. He dead. He belonged to another woman. Past tense. I hate that cliche, because what they're saying is go get your rich man. That's what they're saying. God did not design Boaz again. He was made for that time frame, for that woman. So with that being said, let me kind of just jump into what I'm trying to make my state in. It says, then Naomi, her mother-in-law, said unto her, my daughter, shall I not seek rest for thee, that it may be well with thee? And now is not Boaz of our kindred, with whose maidens you was with? Behold, he work in the barley tonight, in the threshing floor. Wash yourself, therefore, and anoint thee, and put raiment upon you, and get thee down to the floor, but make yourself not known unto the man until he have done eating and drinking. And it shall be, when he lie down, that you shall mark the place where he lie, and you shall go in, uncover his feet, lay down, and he will tell thee what you shall do. The first thing that girl did was follow the instructions of her mother. Her best friends didn't say, girl, you better go get him. You better go get your boo. No, she didn't do none of that. She followed what her mother said, because it is for a man to come and get you. And again, I know we in today's age where the woman always jumping out. Can I get your phone number? Can I get your digits? All that stuff. I hate that. That's just me. That's just me. I am old school. He needs to come to me. I never had a problem then. So why change it up now for today's world? So as she did everything that Naomi told her to do, she met up with the man at the farm. And she did what Naomi said. And when Boaz was done eating and drinking, I'm going back into the scripture, and his heart was happy, he went to lie down at the end of the heap of corn, and she came softly, uncovered his feet, and laid her head down. She was polite. She was marking her territory, so to speak, but she did it the way her mother instructed her. It wasn't all out in the opening. It wasn't with thousands of friends all in her ear. She did it quietly. She didn't want to put the man on the scene, and she didn't want to put herself in the public eye. And it came to pass at midnight that the man was scared and turned himself, and he saw a woman lay at his feet. And he said, who are you? And she answered, I am Ruth, thine handmaid. Spread therefore your skirt over thine handmaid, for you are a near kinsman. Okay? Everything she told her mother told her to do, she did. And she explained why she did it to the man, because it frightened him that there was a woman laying at his feet. But let me get to my point. When you want a man to come after you, or you want a man to come for you, listen for the blessing. Listen for how the man treat you, how he respects you, how he make ways for you to be the woman that he wants. And he said, blessed be thou of the Lord, my daughter, for you have showed more kindness in the latter end than at the beginning, inasmuch as you did not follow after young men, whether rich or poor. And now, my daughter, fear not, I will do thee all that you request. For all the city of my people do know that you are a virtuous woman. He blessed her. Ask me anything you want, you got it. Because all the people in this land do know that you are a virtuous woman. First, you wasn't chasing after no man, whether he was old or whether he was young. You wasn't chasing after him while he was poor and while he was rich. You kept yourself. But you made yourself available to me, to Boaz. I'm like, I'm nobody, but I'm going to bless you because you deemed me as something. That's what you look for. You look for the words that a man would speak to you. Then he goes to tell her how that there is somebody before him that's near the kin. Because in that order, The man had to raise up her husband's seed, not his, hers. So if he married her, he had to keep his own and keep her husband's own seed in the lineage. That had to keep the inheritance in the family. So we all know the story. The first man didn't do it because he said, I'm going to mar my own family. So, I can't do it. Then the next part that got me, he said, tarry this night, and it shall be in the morning that if he will perform unto thee the part of a kinsman, well, let him do the kinsman part. But if he will not do the part of a kinsman to thee, then I will do the part of a kinsman to thee. As the Lord live, lie down until the morning. And she laid at his feet until the morning, and she rose up before anyone could know each other. And he said, let it not be known that a woman came near to the floor. Also, he said, bring the veil that you have upon thee, and hold it. And when she held it, he measured 6 measures of barley, and laid it on her, and she went into the city. He blessed her verbally, spiritually, and then he blessed her with the crop from his field. He not only told her, you are blessed of the Lord for being so nice to me, but I'm going to let everybody know that you are a virtuous woman because you are good. Not only that, I'm going to give you part of my crop to take home so you can feed you and your mother-in-law. And then not only that, you have my blessing for whatever it is you want to ask of me. All because she held herself, her dignity, her character, and the way she carried herself. And when she came to her mother-in-law, she said, who are you, my daughter? And she told her all the man had done to her. And she said, these 6 measures of barley he gave me, for he said to me, go not empty unto your mother-in-law. Don't go home empty-handed. Don't go home. If I'm not broke, you not broke. I gave you my word. So here's part of my word going with you to take care of your mother-in-law. Okay? He's a provider. And he doesn't have a problem being a provider. Then said she, sit still, my daughter, until you know how the matter will fall. For the man will not be in rest until he have finished the thing this day. She said, just sit still. That man wants you, he gonna come for you. Simple as that. Just sit still. Go on about your day, live your life, and don't let nothing get in the way because this man already confirmed that he wants you. That's the way today's women should be. And again, I get it. We live in a different society of people. It's just like, it's everybody with everybody, everybody for everybody do anything to get anybody. But there's nothing wrong with traditions and morals. Okay, look at yourself as a young lady. Carry yourself as a young lady. Somebody think you stuck up, let them think you stuck up. If they think you snooty, let them think you snooty. Whatever it is, let them think that. Hold your character. Hold your ground as being a woman. You don't have to chase after nobody. Let the man come to you. And if he don't want you, God did not stop creating at him. You don't let yourself go to be with somebody. You be you. You be what God created you to be and go on with your life. Don't take in no man and entertain his foolishness, his anger, his anxiety, his depression, whatever it is he got going on. You don't have to tolerate that. There's nothing wrong with loving somebody, but for somebody who's trying to verbally abuse you or take you out or drown you out, you don't have to accept that. That's not the will of God. So go on with your bad self. Hold your head up high. Fix your hair up and put perfume on you and look good and be a lady. And don't let your guard down nowhere, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, sexually. Don't let your guard down. Hold yourself. And whatever man that wants you is going to do just what Naomi said. Sit still, girl. He ain't going to rest till he get what he wants.